Welcome to Four Winds Ballpark here in South Bend, Indiana. We're going to play some caveman baseball here. They're facing off against the New Prairie Cougars. We just finished off our first game of the evening. We had an unexpected doubleheader today as the Northridge Mishawaka game was canceled twice. Not once, but twice. It was originally planned to be played on Tuesday. Then we had some rain weather, and then on Thursday we had some even worse rain weather where the fields were flooded and it was not good playing conditions. But now we are in the best playing conditions here in a professional ballpark. So what a treat for those two teams. Mishawaka did take the loss in a close one. They actually came behind, Northridge did, to win 6-5. A lot of drama in the 7th and 8th innings. It actually went to extra innings, which is why I'm coming to you a little late right now. This game was expected to be started at 7:30, but due to extra innings, as I said, going to 8 innings, we're starting a little late right now, but we're bringing the game to you nonetheless as the Cougars and the Cavemen are warming up on the field as we speak. I've got a co-announcer with me who is waiting on the Cavemen lineup. Currently, Cam Stokes. She'll be up here with me very shortly, but we've got some great baseball to be played here. The Cougars playing very well this season, actually. Their overall record as of right now on the season is 18-5. Their conference record in the NIC is 7-3, whereas Mishawaka's record is 13-10 overall, and in the NLC they are 8-5. So the Cavemen maybe not showing up to Four Winds is great in as great a shape as they were last year, but still an over 500 record and playing pretty well, I would say, throughout this whole season. We've got senior night tonight. We just watched our seniors get treated and celebrated as this is their last year in the Caveman uniform. I know they're excited for this play. I know they are excited every single year when they get the opportunity to play here at Four Winds Professional Ballpark. As a baseball player, how could you not be excited? But yeah, we just mentioned our seniors just got honored, and what a senior roster we have. They definitely deserve to be honored. We've got Cooper Pritchard, Brady Gallo, so many great seniors. Brandon Freitag can name all of them and say how special they are. But they just had professionals do that. So, but we've got, looks like Cooper Pritchard's going to lead off for the Cavemen. Like I said, we're waiting on that lineup right now. But we know for sure that Brady Gallo, actually one of our own, a Mishawaka Network veteran, is going to be on the mound for the Cavemen this evening. So we are very excited for what is in store. This New Prairie Cougar versus MHS Cavemen matchup should be a good one. Once our second announcer, my co-announcer Cam Stokes, returns to the press box, we'll get started and provide you a proper introduction to this broadcast. But for now, that's what we got. We're going to go to break very quickly, kind of regroup a little bit, and we'll be back with Cam Stokes, hopefully.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. I just realized that I forgot to introduce myself. I introduced my co-announcer, Cam Stokes, but I am Daniel Phillips here, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's baseball game between the New Prairie Cougars and the MHS Cavemen. We've got a great night in baseball in store, two very great teams. Let's go through a little bit of notes. I was hoping for a starting lineup and a co-announcer to appear in the press box in the next couple of minutes, but unfortunately we did not get that, but that's all right. We're going to work with what we've got for now. Hopefully, we should have both those things up here shortly. Let's go a little deep into what Mishawaka has been going through lately and what they have coming up. So, as far as what they have coming up, they've got a crosstown matchup tomorrow at Marion's Place against Marion. A crosstown classic, you might say, maybe not as prestigious as the Chicago Cubs and Chicago White Sox, but still should be a fun one if you want to go out and catch that one. As far as their season as of late, they have beat Warsaw Community High School on Wednesday with a score of 2-0. The Cavemen varsity did. Trader Broca, Camden Putz, and Cooper Pritchett each had one hit in that outing. Gage Spychowski scored an RBI. Braden Freitag had a great game defensively with 8 outs scored in and or thrown in rather. Colin Hanley got the W on the mound. He was pitching for that contest. And as we mentioned prior to the break, one of our own, Brady Gallo, Mishawaka Network veteran, is going to be on the mound for tonight's contest, our second contest of the evening. In case you missed, we did have Northridge face off against the Cavemen just a few moments ago, where the Cavemen were handed a 6-5 loss. Last year, when we were in this building and the Cavemen played, they faced off against Northwood, where they won. Pretty close, tight-knit game against the Northwood Panthers, I believe, is their mascot. Actually, you know what? I do not think that's their mascot. I'll have to get that from somebody later. But we've got a great celebration here as we just had our seniors honored for senior night. What a joy it was to have senior night featured in Four Winds Field, the professional ballpark. But I know the seniors probably had a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth from the loss they were just handed by Northridge. Hopefully they're going to use that as motivation into this contest against New Prairie and try to get a win here. But as far as New Prairie, speaking of New Prairie, they most recently faced off against Penn, where they grabbed a W with a score of 7-4. A great win for them, as Penn is one of the more prestigious teams in their conference. Tyson Greenwood was able to earn the win on the mound for New Prairie in that contest, facing off against Penn. And Brody Traxler scored 2 hits and 2 runs, and Jordan Davis had 1 hit and scored in 2 RBIs. Now, as I was going over those notes, my co-announcer, Cam Stokes, a freshman on our Mishawaka Network crew, has joined the press box along with a Cavemen lineup roster, so we're happy about both of those things. Cam, how does it feel to be able to broadcast baseball game in a professional ballpark?
It's feeling pretty good. Honestly, I love baseball. I love the game. And it's just even better seeing the Cavemen in a new field.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I know they love playing in this ballpark year in, year out. Of course, they love Ward Baker Park. That's been a little bit more of a slip slide than a ballpark as of late. But
yes,
definitely happy to play in a professional ballpark. It's always a joy for them, I assume. We've got our lineup here for you. Let's go over it. We're going to go over New Prairie's and the Cavemen. But as two Cavemen fans, we're going to go over Mishawaka's lineup first. The leadoff hitter, not Cooper Pritchett, as I mentioned earlier, but actually Trader Broca, who had a pretty decent game at the plate against Northridge a few moments ago. Following him will be Sean Nowacki, number 14 for the Cavemen. And then their third batter on the lineup will be Cooper Pritchett, number 21, a senior just like Trader Broca. Following him will be Will Harsky, a very, very talented junior baseball player for the Cavemen. After that, we got Gage Spikowski. He will be hitting fifth for the Cavemen. Following him will be Camden Butts. Then we've got Isaiah Butte, designated hitter for the Cavemen. Following him will be Tyler Thompson, and then Braden Freitag to end it off lineup for the Cavemen. Next for New Prairie, let's go over that lineup. Cam, I'm going to let you do that. Who do we have leading off?
All right, first we have Brody Traxler. Then we have Reed Robinson, following Jordan Davis, Tyson Greenwood, and then we have Joe Kinley and Sully Kress. Then we have...
Then we've got Bo Kimchek.
Bo. Sorry about that. We were having a few difficulties. Then we have Dylan Bishop, Colin Lazowski, and Colin Wind.
So we spoke to the New Prairie head coach, Coach Schindling, Mark Schindling, about this contest and their opportunity to play at Four Winds Field. He mentioned that it's always a joy to play here, and he thanks the school of Mishawaka and the city of South Bend for allowing them to play here and face off against the Mishawaka Cavemen. Should be a great contest. As we said earlier, their records are fairly similar, so it should be a fairly close-knit game. That's what we're hoping for as broadcasters every single time we wear the headset. But we'll see what happens. It's all up to the players and the coaches and see how they perform today. But anyway, we got some dead time. We've got some players sitting in the dugout getting ready to go, preparing their minds for what's going to happen on that field in a few moments here. We've got Coach Hemmer at home plate speaking with the umpires. And I believe that the Cavemen are going to be at the plate first. The Cougars will take the infield. But while we've got some time, we've got some dead time before the first pitch is thrown. Cam, can you talk about a little bit how it feels? I know this is your third or fourth time doing a broadcast on air. How does it feel? Do you enjoy the job?
Yeah, Daniel. Now, this would be my second time, I believe, maybe third, doing this specifically with you. At track, I did it with my coworker, Vanna Saylor. And honestly, every single time, it's just been tons of fun. Like I said, I enjoy the sport of baseball, and I think this is going to be a great broadcast tonight.
We sure hope so. We've got a great crew on deck for us right now. We've got Dylan Baylor and Evan next to us here, Evan Lynn, and we've got Max Dubé running a camera. I believe he is running your tight camera, and Sienna King taking photos all over the place.
We actually also have Vanna Saylor and Michael Belting taking pictures for us tonight, as well as Sienna King.
So we've got a great crew out, a pretty experienced crew on deck today for the Mishawaka Network. Hopefully that means we're going to have a good one, efficiency-wise. But yeah, we've got a great broadcast on our hands. Some fairly new people, some very experienced people here working for you, providing this broadcast. Once again, we've got a game here at Four Winds Field between the New Prairie Cougars and the Mishawaka Cavemen. Be right back with some Caveman baseball here once again at Four Winds Field in South Bend, Indiana. We're going to head to a break, but be back shortly.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Hi, I'm Nate Zolman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zolman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zolman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zolman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back to Four Winds Field, the home of the South Bend Cubs, but for now, tonight only the home of the Mishawaka Cavemen as they are hosting the New Prairie Cougars in a contest. They also hosted Northridge the Northridge Raiders a moment ago, as that game was canceled twice and finally played here at 5 o'clock was the first pitch, I believe. The game was canceled twice. First Tuesday due to bad weather, rain, heavy rain, and then Thursday once again due to heavy rain. As I mentioned a little bit ago, the baseball fields look more like a slip and slide than a baseball field, so it was not fit conditions for a baseball team to play. So the Northridge Raiders wanted to get that game in, and result, they decided to play here and turn this contest that was supposed to be just the New Prairie Cougars facing off against the Cavemen into a doubleheader. Started with Northridge Raiders, and they're now going to face off against the New Prairie Cougars. We got Brady Gallo on the mound. We got Brody Traxler leading off for the New Prairie Cougars. Looks like that's going to be a ball there. Brady Gallo winds up, second pitch. That's going to get in there for a strike. And a hit. Traxler gets one up in the air, and that's going to be fielded by the K-Man right fielder.
Next up, number 15, Reed Robinson.
Got Reed Robinson up to bat for the Cougars. A lefty at the plate.
You don't see that very often.
Not too often in any sport do you see a left-handed athlete. But it is rumored that baseball, and actually scientifically proven, that they have a little bit of an advantage in baseball. I couldn't explain that to you if I tried, but I'm sure you could find out if you ask the right person. That first pitch got in there for a ball. The wind-up. Second pitch, he's going to get a piece of that one, but it's going to go fouled out. It's going to be fouled out. Found his way outside the ballpark, I believe, and that's going to bring us to a even count at 1. Tip that one. That's also going to be a foul ball. 1-2 count on our hands. Robinson, the lefty, facing off against the righty, Brady Gallo, Mishawaka. The wind-up and pitch outside, and that's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brady Gallo, one of the many seniors honored tonight, and he's going to get a piece of that, Robinson. It's going to be center field, and it's going to drop. He's going to get in there for a double, maybe more. He's going to keep on running. He's going to meet Cooper Pritchett there at third base, and he's going to rest right there. Puts the brakes on that one. A great solid hit into center field for a triple. Reed Robinson. First Cougar on base for New Prairie. Jordan Davis shares a name with the Philadelphia Eagle defensive lineman. He's up to bat. Swings through that one, didn't get a piece of it. First strike of the at-bat. Got 1 out so far, top of the first. Reed Robinson on third base. Gallo the pitch, and he swings right through that one. Davis has dug himself quite a hole here. 0-2 count early on. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Kendon Putz and Brady Gallo sharing some words. Catcher pitcher banner. Gallo delivers the pitch. Davis swings again. That one's going to be fouled away.
So, Daniel, I know Mishawaka Network's Brady Gallo is on the mound, and you're pretty good friends with him. Did he say anything to you about the game tonight?
Yeah, Brady and I have a lot of conversations as we've got class together, and we've been friends for the past 2 years. That was going to be fouled away. Jordan Davis has taken 4 hacks to the 4 pitches that Brady Gallo has thrown. But yeah, Brady and I were just talking about this game. We've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks, actually. He's very excited to be able to be on the mound. I believe this is his 6th time playing here, as he's played a few times with travel ball. And he swings right through that one. 0 balls, 3 strikes, and he's going to go take a seat. Jordan Davis gets put away after 5 pitches, 2 of them fouled away. We've got Tyson Greenwood, the lefty, number 24 for the Cougars. But yes, Cam, I did speak to Brady Gallo about the game a couple of times. He's very excited to play. That one's going to be outside. 1-0 count, excuse me. But yeah, Brady Gallo, him and I, actually, usually he'd be wearing the headset that you're wearing. We've done a ton of broadcasts together, broadcasting volleyball, baseball. We've done wrestling. We've done a lot. That one's going to be a ball, 2-0 count for Greenwood. But yeah, Brady Gallo, one of Mishawaka's vets, like myself, very proud to have him be one of the members of the Mishawaka Network, as Greenwood's going to send that one way to left. It's going to be a foul ball. First strike of the at-bat. We've got a 2-1 count on our hands. But yeah, I know you're a freshman, Cam, but I know you've gotten to know Brady Gallo as well. What do you think he brings to the Mishawaka Network as far as talent and personality?
I will say, when I first started, I didn't talk to him too much just because we were doing pretty different things. But especially during girls basketball season, when I started going on the air a little bit, Brady was a pretty good mentor, and he taught me a lot. And honestly, he taught me a lot about what I'm doing right now, and it's probably one of the reasons I'm on air with you right now.
As that hit's going to get through for Greenwood, he's going to get a single on that at-bat. Number 8, the designated hitter for the Cougars, Sully Kress, up to bat. But yeah, Ken, Brady's also taught me a lot about broadcasting. I remember in the fall and the winter when we were preparing you and Savannah Saylor for being on air, the possibility of you guys being a full-time broadcasters next year. It's a very big possibility. I mean, you've already done a few broadcasts. But yeah, Brady Gallo is definitely a huge influence on everybody in the Mishawaka Network, especially the underclassmen. And I'm sure he's done the exact same thing on the baseball team. As that hit's going to be fielded, and that's going to send the Cougars back to the dugout. No runs scored in that one. Had 2 hits, 1 triple, and 1 single. But that's going to send the Cavemen infield into the dugout as their lineup is going to get started. But yeah, we've got a great one on our hands. We're going to cut to a quick break and be back with some Cavemen offense.
We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance. And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with a 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back. I'm Daniel Phillips here beside Cam Stokes, providing you with some Cayman baseball commentary here in a different location than normal, not at War Baker Park, but at Four Winds Field, the home of the South Bend Cubs, the Chicago Cubs minor league affiliate. They have done what they do. The Cavemen here host somebody else in their conference or just on their schedule and play a nice game of baseball here in the professional ballpark. So as a treat, it's our first time calling a game like this. But yeah, it's been a treat already so far. Just put away the top of the first inning and we're cutting into the bottom of the first. We're going to see our leadoff hitter for the Cavemen, Trey DeBroca. Trey DeBroca, one of the many seniors honored senior night a few moments ago. That one's going to get outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Got Joe Kinney on the mound for the Cougars. That one's going to get in there for a strike, a 1-1 count. We're all evened up so far.
Now, Daniel, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is New Prairie's second time playing at Four Winds Field this year.
It is, yes. They did play at Four Winds Field not too long ago. I'm not actually sure who they faced off against. Probably should have written that in my notes.
I believe it was Adams High School.
I think you might be right. So the New Prairie Cougars, as Trey fouls that one away. Their second time, as you mentioned, playing in Four Winds Field. First time against the South Bend Adams Eagles, and now against the Mishawaka Cavemen. Kinney communicating with his catcher. The wind up, the pitch. That one's going to be a fly short of the outfield, and that one's going to be caught and fielded. Trey DeBroca is going to be sent back to the dugout. 1 out so far in the bottom of this first inning.
And it looks like we have Mishawaka's Sean Nowacki at the plate right now.
Sean Nowacki, a junior standout for the Cavemen. He's going to take a hack at that one. Is it going to drop? And it will. A single for Sean Nowacki. Cooper Pritchett, another one of the seniors honored just a few moments ago, here to bat. The third hitter on the K-Men lineup. Kenny throws it back to first to see if he can catch Nowacki sneaking, but Nowacki gets back in safely. Kenny to wind up. Pitch and swung through by Pritchett. Cooper Pritchett, Trey DeBroca, and Brady Gallo, probably three of the closest friends on the Caveman baseball team as they've been playing together since their freshman year. Cooper Pritchett and Brady Gallo knowing each other for many years. Beyond that, through travel baseball. It's going to be a ball. 1-1 count. Pritchard's going to let that one pass by him. And that's a strike in there for Kenny. 1-2 count. Cooper Pritchett, a two-sport athlete, as he gets a swing on that one, and that one is going to be fouled away, I believe. Cooper Pritchett a starter on the Caveman basketball team that went all the way to semi-state, won their first regional in many, many years, since 1955, I believe, and won back-to-back sectionals as that one's fouled away. Still a 1-2 count. Kenny, the windup in the pitch. Pritchard's going to get a piece of that one. Will it drop? And it will for a base hit. Sean Nowacki's going to safely scoot to second base. We've got a runner on first and second for the Cavemen. Up next, we've got Will Hartsky. Will Hartsky, one of the Cavemen's juniors on the varsity team. Will Hartsky, a very, very good hitter of the baseball. He's going to let that one pass him. That was a smart decision. It's going to get in there for a ball. 1-0 count to start us off. Kenny the pitch, and Will Hartsky's going to get a piece of that one. It sounded good, but looks like it's been popped up and maybe fielded, and it will be. Sean Nowacki's going to take third off that fielded fly ball.
Now batting number 26, Gage Spachowski.
Now we've got Gage Spachowski up to bat. Another Caveman junior. Now, Gage Spachowski is in a weightlifting class that we offer at the high school with me. And let's just say that his numbers are way, way ahead and heavier than mine. Smart decision to let that one pass him by. 1-0 count. Yes, Gage Spachowski, a very, very strong individual, extremely athletic. Going to try to throw one to first for Cooper Pritchett, and he's going to get back safely. One 1-0 count. And he's going to let that one pass him by two. A 2-0 count, and looks like Pritchett's in a pickle, trying to find himself out, and he slips back as the first baseman's going to tag him out, and that is going to do it for the first inning of this contest between the Mishawaka Cavemen and the New Prairie Cougars. We're going to head to a break shortly and give ourselves and the Cavemen and the Cougars a rest. We will be back shortly with the beginning of the second inning.
Emma and Jake's just baby-proofed their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back with the New Mishawaka Network. I'm Daniel Phillips, alongside Cam Stokes here, bringing you the second inning of this Caveman Cougar matchup. Both teams scoreless through one. Brady Gallo back on the mound, seeing what he could deal up. Hopefully a 1-2-3, sending the Cougars back to the dugout as soon as possible and getting the Caveman hitters back on the field. The pitch swung through, first strike of the at-bat. We've got somebody on our roster that we have not yet seen, or somebody that is not on our roster. Gonna have to get that to you here shortly. Oh, looks like Bo Kemchik, actually. My apologies. Bo Kemchik gets a swing on that one. And that's going to be fielded by the Caveman right fielder. Brady Gallo puts one away. My apologies for the hesitation on the batter leading off at the second inning. Bo Kemchik actually wears two numbers, 1 and 10. And we've got Carson Young up to bat.
We actually have Dylan Bishop up to bat. Sorry about that miscommunication.
Dylan Bishop, my apologies. Brady Gallo delivers the pitch. And that's going to be a strike in there.
So, Daniel, I don't know. How are we feeling about being out at Four Winds Field? Like we said earlier, this is something that only comes once every year. I can see some of our cameramen are having a bit of fun. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, maybe not as great as our cameraman, Max Dubé, dancing in Love Shack a little bit ago, enjoying himself while working at the same time, doing a great job. But it's great to be in a nice little different press box. Believe it or not, this press box is actually a little bit more tighter than the one we've got at Steel Stadium, but still amazing to be calling a game in a professional ballpark nonetheless. Brady Gallo, the pitch. That's going to be a ball. Our count for you is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got one out already for the Cougars, and that one is swung through. Brady Gallo sends a Cougar to the dugout. 2 outs already for the Cavemen against the Cougars. 2 outs for the Cougars, I should say.
And up to bat, we have Colin Lazowski, a senior at New Prairie.
Colin Laskowski, also a left-handed batter.
I have noticed that is a very common thing so far from the team that we've seen. New Prairie seems to have a lot of left-handed batters.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as rare as left-handed people are, I mean, on every single sports team, you'll see lefty hitter or shooter or whatever sport. And that one's going to be fouled away left. But once again, left-handed hitters and pitchers actually have some sort of advantage in baseball.
And now they're even more common, especially with all the new rules for switch pitching and switch batting that the MLB has.
Yeah. Laskowski getting prepared after fouling that first pitch away. Brady Gallo, and that there's a swing put on that one. It's going to be fouled away right. Oh, we forgot to give a nod to Camden Putz, the sophomore standout behind home plate, the catcher for Brady Gallo. The two have pretty great chemistry. And that's going to be a strike. Brady Gallo waves Laskowski to the dugout and puts the Cougars away. Heading on to the bottom of the second as the Cavemen put them away very, very quickly. 0 hits allowed. And if we got some time, we're going to go to a quick break. Be back in about 30 seconds or so with the bottom of the second inning.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Welcome back to Four Winds Field here in South Bend, Indiana. We see Kenny, the pitcher for the New Prairie Cougars, warming up with his Cougar defense. We've got some Cavemen athletes alumni in the building, or in the ballpark, I should say, tonight. We've got Jane Hanley, the sharpshooter for the Cavemen girls basketball team for 4 years. She played phenomenal last year, and she had some teammates that were very upset to see her go. We've also got Cavemen baseball players and Maddox Yohe and Lucas Nowacki.
And it looks like up to bat for the Mishawaka Cavemen, we have Alex Bowman.
I think it looks like that's Gage Spychowski, actually. But, yeah, they've got similar numbers. Alex with number 23. We got a tough angle up here. Got a 1-1 count evened up for Gage Spychowski. Hopefully I'm getting his name right, or else Monday in weights class he will definitely get on me about butchering his name. Kenny, the wind up, the pitch. Gage gets a piece of that one, and that one's going to be through for a base hit. Gage Spychowski with a single for the Cavemen. And now just the man we were speaking of just a few moments ago, the sophomore standout and catcher for the Cavemen, Camden Putz, up to bat. Camden Putz, a good friend of mine, known him for many years, played tackle football with him when we were young kids, and he's always been a very hard worker and incredible athletically. As Kenny tries to throw to first and catch Gage Spychowski, he does so unsuccessfully as Gage is staying safe at first.
Daniel, I'm not sure if you brought it up before I came up here, but tomorrow we're going to have the Mishawaka Cavemen are going to have a crosstown matchup versus the Marion Knights at the Knights baseball diamond tomorrow.
Yeah, we did mention that pre-game while the teams were warming up, Cam, but just for the viewers that weren't tuning in at that point, yes, we will have a little bit of a crosstown classic, if you will, between the Marion Knights and the Mishawaka Cavemen tomorrow.
Which, while I was down getting our Cavemen lineup for tonight, I actually believe that the time might have been changed for the game tomorrow. It might be at 11 instead of 10 now.
Well, we'll see if we can get that confirmed for you if you're planning on catching that game. Got a little trouble with the scoreboard up there as the catcher tries to catch Gage Spychowski, lacking over there, but he gets back in rather safely at first base. We've got 2 balls, 0 strikes is what it shows on the scoreboard. My apologies. I should have been keeping better track, relying on the scoreboard a little too often here, but I believe that is accurate. A 2-0 count for you. Camden Putz tries to bunt again, but holds back. Still going to be a strike in there as it was in the zone. We've got a 2-1 count on our hands. Camden Putz in the batter's box, facing off against Kenny of New Prairie. Gets a nice little floater hit there into the shallow outfield, and he's going to advance his teammate Gage Spachowski in the third, and he's going to go ahead and get himself a double. Hesitated there at first, but saw the opportunity and attacked it. Went for second. Now we've got base runners on second and third. It looks like Drew Ginter is going to be courtesy running for the Cavemen, and we've got an updated time for you. Looks like it will be 10 a.m. We got that information via the Caveman Sports website. Hopefully that is accurate for you. Don't want anybody getting to Marion's baseball field an hour early, sitting in the cold, waiting for the first pitch. So hopefully that is the right time for you. Once again, we got Drew Ginter, this another sophomore, courtesy running for Camden Putz, and we got Gage Spachowski at third base. That first pitch for Isaiah Butte in the batter's box is a strike. Got an 0-1 count. Kenny, the pitch. Butte wisely lets it pass him by. A 1-1 count.
Daniel, earlier we talked about some alumni that are in the stands tonight, but do you recognize anyone out here?
We talked about alumni. All three of those players I recognize. We got some KMN volleyball players and Ella Watford, Olivia Orr, and Margaret Copens Clark.
I also see Kimmy Valance out there, a junior. Actually, she will be going into a senior year next year, but she is on the Mishawaka High School cheer team.
Now batting number 11, Tyler Thomas.
Now we got Tyler Thomas here to bat as Isaiah Butte was put away, sent back to the dugout, unfortunately. That's going to get in there for a strike. Thomas down early on the count. Thomas, one of the juniors, celebrated tonight for senior night, and he gets a piece of that one. Will it drop? It will. A base hit for Tyler Thomas that's fumbled by the right fielder of New Prairie, but he's going to stay steady and safe at first. A hit nonetheless. And it's going to advance Gage Spachowski for the Cavemen's first run of the game and the first run of the night.
And the Cavemen are getting pretty excited down in their dugout.
Yeah, exciting indeed to score in a professional ballpark, as actually Thomas is going to get caught. Got back to first a little slow, and he's going to go out to take a seat after that beautiful single. Got a 2-0 score for you, actually. Or, I'm sorry, I'm losing it right now, 2-1, and we've got the Cavemen winning. I'm sorry, I just kind of, I guess, forgot every single time a batter of either team stepped on the plate, but we got a 2-1 score. That one's going to be swung through. Brain Freitag, a senior, in the batter's box. We've got Drew Ginter itching to touch home plate at third. That one's going to get outside. Can he get back on time? And he does. So Drew Ginter back in safely, sharing some words with Coach Hemmer there at third base. Rain Freitag, 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Kenny's still on the mound for the Cougars, and he's going to swing through that one. Even up the count, 2-2. And he's going to swing through that one, too. A strikeout. Braden Freitag is going to take a seat along with all the other Cayman offense, and the infield is now going to take their positions and get prepared for the start of the third inning. We will return with the start of the third inning. Going to take a quick break. Be back. This is Daniel Phillips and Cam Stokes of the Mishawaka Network.
Hi, I'm Nate Zollman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zollman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zollman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zollman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zollman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. I'm Daniel Phillips here with Cam Stokes. We've got a pretty tight game on our hands, a 2-1 score. The Cavemen leading the Cougars currently, and we've got the start of this third inning for you. The Cougars, the offensive spot, and that one going to have not some great contact, and it's going to be easily fielded to first base. First out, first pitch. We're going to get back to the top of the lineup with Traxler. And I believe that was Reed Robinson just put away on that ground out. First pitch to Traxler. It's going to be a ball. Brady Gallo the pitch. That one way too inside. It's going to be another ball, 2-0 count. Brady Gallo, a senior, as I've mentioned already. That one also inside. It's going to be 3-0. Gallo wants to be careful here. Brady Gallo has been offered a scholarship to Huntington University, just a couple minutes south of here. That one's going to get in for a strike. 3-1 count. Brady Gallo is committed to play baseball for Huntington University. He's going to be a Forester next fall. I know he's very excited. And Huntington University is an NAIA school, I believe. That's going to be another strike. Traxler got a little too excited there. Thought he got walked, but the ump says it's going to be a 3-2 count instead of full count on our hands. Brady Gallo obviously earning a scholarship if you get to play at the collegiate level. So he sends that one in there. Now it's a walk. Now Traxler can advance to first. Obviously, Brady Gallo is a very talented guy on the mound. And even more so, I'd say, and more importantly, he's an amazing teammate in the dugout is what I've heard from Coach Hemmer and a majority of his teammates. He's a joy to be around. And he's very uplifting, and he will not tolerate any lazy work in practice, in games, and anything, which is why he's earned himself a scholarship. And actually, we've got Reed Robinson right now. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure who was up to bat and he got and was out first for the Cougars. Don't have a lineup in front of me right now, but we will figure that out for you shortly. Got an 0-1 count for Robinson. Robinson ready to bat. And it looks like that was Colin Wind who was caught. And it was a ground out formed by the Cavemen defense. And now we've got an even count at 1. Thank you to Cam Stokes for snagging the flick of that lineup of the Cavemen and the Cougars. Saving the day right there. Reed Robinson gets a nice swing on it, on a string down center field, and that one's going to be caught by the left fielder on the Caveman defense. Second out of the inning for the Cougars.
So, Daniel, as we know, it is a Friday, and that means we have 10 days of school left. And as people who have viewed Network recently may know, that we're working on our final project for Rendell's class. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yours?
Yeah, of course. As Jordan Davis is up here to bat for the Cougars, my final project is that's a ball and gets caught stealing and ends the inning, cuts Jordan Davis's at bat short and sends the Cougar offense to their dugout to get prepared for the bottom of the third. We're going to keep it here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what my final project is, and we're going to hit on yours as well because I know you got something really, really cool in the works. But I've got a project. My project is actually a documentary on the guy we just saw on the mound, Brady Gallo, one of our own and one of the Caveman baseball team's own. Brady Gallo, he's an amazing athlete, an even better person, I would argue. He's done a lot for the network, and his story of coming to Mishawaka High School is a little unique from everybody else. So decided that we should make a documentary about him, celebrate him, and tell his story a little bit. And he is featured in the documentary. Got an amazing interview with him. Got an interview with Coach Hemmer and a few of his teammates, so it should be great. If you want to learn more about it, check it out when it's a final product. Should be a good little film, short film on Brady Gallo's story. So yeah, we're working on our final projects for Mr. Randall's class. This is not just the Mishawaka Network is not just a job for us, but it's also a class which we love just as much, if not more. Cam, you want to tell us a little bit about what your final project is?
Yes, so my final project actually seems to benefit Mishawaka Network as a whole quite a bit. I'm making a website that is going to have our live streams and just going to show all of the things that Mishawaka Network does as a whole.
Yeah, and I think that's a phenomenal idea that Mr. Randall's going to love having and using. He's going to utilize for many, many years to come as the Mishawaka Network just grows. But yeah, again, I don't think you mentioned it, but that was an idea you came up with entirely by yourself, which is amazing, and you're doing a great job working on it right now. But we've got a Caveman in the batter's box. That's Trey DeBroca. We found our way back to the top of the lineup. We've got an 1-0 count, 1-0 strikes, and Trey gets a light little hit there. I wouldn't call it a little bit of an awkward swing. Kind of looked more like a golf swing than a baseball swing, but he's out at first. First quick out on 2 pitches against the Cavemen. Sean Nowacki, classic walk-up song, Sweet Home Alabama. He's ready to go.
Which, speaking of golf, next Monday is senior night for you golfers. How's that going, Daniel?
It's going really well. We've got a 1-0 count as Sean Nowacki lets that one pass by Kenny, the pitch, and that's also going to be a ball 2-0 count. Sean Nowacki ahead on the count. But, yeah, as a Mishawaka golfer, it's always an amazing time during the spring because that's when our season is, and we love playing golf every single day as that one's fouled away. 2-1 count. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's a little bittersweet because obviously I love playing golf every single time I get to tee it up. But it's our last match of the season, and I am not on the sectional roster on account of my placement on the team and how many seniors we have. That's going to be a 3-1 count for you. Yeah. And but yeah, really excited. We got St. Joe at our place, Eberhard golf course in Mishawaka, not too far from the high schools. That one's going to be inside, and Sean Nowacki is going to get walked by Kenny of the Cougars. But yeah, we do not have a lot of spectators out at the golf course for our matches. So if you're hearing this and you're like, well, I want to go see some high schoolers go hit a golf ball around, come on, come through, show up. Senior night, honor our many seniors who we're going to miss dearly.
And I will say, me and my coworkers, Vanna Saylor, we will both be out at the golf meet on Monday.
Yeah, so we've got a few spectators. Thank you to you and Savannah for showing up when you can and getting some nice pictures of us, making us look good. But yeah, an exciting season so far. We performed pretty well. Always improvements to be made. Is that when it's fouled away, Cooper Pritchett. But yeah, golf season going well. Again, not a lot of spectators. So if you'd like to show up, show up. We would love that. 1-1 count on our hands. Cooper Pritchett tells the ump he needs a second to regroup. And now he's back in the box. Thrown to first. And he does not get out. The caveman runner. That's Sean Nowacki on first. Cooper Pritchett has a similar swing to Trader Brocas, and could this be a double play? No, Sean Nowacki actually trips up the second baseman of the Cougars unintentionally, but he's going to go take a seat at the dugout as he's out at second, but it looks like Cooper Pritchett's going to get in for a nice little sneaky single. Now Will Harsky, the junior, number 9 for the Cavemen, righty hitter, up to bat. A throw to first. Kenny attempting to get Cooper Pritchett out there, but Coop's going to get in fast enough. Kenny the pitch. Got a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Your score is still 2-1. Caveman winning. Will Harsky couldn't hold back. That's going to be a strike. It's going to be in the zone anyway. So now we've got a 1-1 count. The pitch. And Will Harsky's going to take a swing at that one. A 1-2 count. He is now behind. Needs to stay disciplined here. Now, Cam, I know, as you mentioned earlier, you're an avid baseball fan. You're a St. Louis Cardinals fan, unfortunately. But you want to tell us a little bit about, as Will Harsky is going to be struck out, and we're going to go to break after you tell us a little bit about why you love baseball.
Honestly, Daniel, I've always just loved the sport. I grew up, my whole family being Cardinals fans. My family going to St. Louis a lot. I went to St. Louis my first time a couple years ago, and I've just always enjoyed watching the sport and seeing how excited all the fans get.
It's an amazing sport for sure. America's game. Now, if you're a viewer in the ballpark right now listening to the broadcast, please do not shun her out of the stadium, or the ballpark rather. We need her for this broadcast. But we're going to go to a quick 30-second break and return with some more Caveman baseball.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back to Four Winds Field here in South Bend. Mishawaka Cavemen are leading the New Prairie Cougars with a score of 2-1. The Cavemen playing pretty well on both sides of the ball. Brady Gallo only letting 1 run through, hoping to perform well on senior night. We've got Jordan Davis again to bat. Looks like we saw him a little bit recently. Maybe I'm just seeing something here, but looked like we saw him pretty recently, right?
Yes, we have.
Maybe he's pinch hitting for one of his teammates. Brady Gallo, the pitch, and that's going to be a strike in there. Gets ahead on the count early.
So, Daniel, I would say the energy around here is pretty high. Seems like the fans are enjoying themselves, the players even more so, and especially our network crew. I can see Max Dubé dancing at every song. He's having a great time down there.
Yeah, it looks like when the crew's having fun, usually the fans are having fun, and if the fans are having fun, then the players are pumped. So that's always a good sign. Max Dubé, we both know him. You know him way
Yes.
better than I do, but he's always bringing the energy and having a good
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Got a 2-1 count, and Jordan Davis is going to swing through that one. 2-2 count. Brady Gallo actually has the school record for pull down speed. He's got 92 mile per hour pull down. Pull down, if you're not sure, is when you just throw the ball as hard as you can down the strike zone. And he can do it at 92 miles per hour, which is pretty amazing. 3-1 count. I'm sorry, I said 2-2 count. Second and go. That one's going to be out of here. And foul ball. It's a 3-2 count. Now we've got 2 strikes.
Which, Daniel, we were actually at this field not too long ago seeing a South Bend Cubs game.
Yeah, seeing the South Bend Cubs game, although it's not major league, that's going to be a ball, and he's going to get walked. Jordan Davis walked by Brady Gallo, caveman pitcher. Yeah, Cam, you and I went out and saw ourselves a South Bend Cubs game here in 4 Winds. It's always fun. You got the mascots that are always bringing the energy, keeping up with the dances more than I do, getting the fans excited, getting everyone excited, even the players. I believe when we went and saw the game, the South Bend Cubs were able to get the win.
Yes, they were.
So, yeah, it's always a great treat for Mishawaka citizens to come out and watch a South Bend Cubs game. Again, it's not major league, but it's still just as fun, in my opinion.
Which, speaking of the mascots, South Bend's beloved Swoop is actually retiring this year after, I believe, over 20 years.
Yeah, a storied career for Swoop, bringing joy to baseball fans for 20 years, as you said, 2 full decades. We've got a 1-0 count after that bunt attempt there by the Cougar hitter. Tyson Greenwood in the batter's box. Brady Gallo, that one's going to be thrown outside, a 2-0 count. But yeah, what a feeling these Cavemen and Cougar baseball players must be feeling. Playing under the lights has to be phenomenal. And that one's going to be fouled away. First strike of the at-bat, 2-1. Greenwood getting prepared here. Got a 1-2 count. And that one's going to be a ball. We got an even count here at 2. Tyson Greenwood looking to get on base here, put himself in scoring position to tie up this ball game. Brady Gallo has got his pitch. Wind up the throw and took a hack at that one. That one's going to be fouled away, right? Still an even count. The lefty hitter for New Prairie. And that one's going to be popped up and fouled away in to the fans. And Brady Gallo's dad, actually, Mike Gallo, there for the catch. He's got himself a little souvenir to take home.
And they actually just said that all foul balls must be returned. So, unfortunately, he does not get to take that one home.
How unfortunate. What if they tell him that his son's on the mound? Surely they let him take it then. Brady Gallo pitching to Tyson Greenwood, and that one's also going to be fouled away. That one's not going to find the fans. It's going to find the parking lot.
And hopefully no one's cars.
Yeah, that I'd definitely be upset about that, but I guess that's what you pay for when you come to a ballpark.
Absolutely.
Still a 2-2 count after 3 pitches already delivered. Still got the same count on our hands. Tyson Greenwood and Brady Gallo battling set bat. Gallo throws to first. Can't catch the runner. And you can hear the players chanting in the dugout as he gets a piece of that one somehow. And he gets the second baseman for the Cavemen is going to get the Cougar runner out. And that is going to end the inning. The third inning is in the books. And I'm sorry, 2 out. Man, I need to get used to broadcasting baseball. Apparently, this is my first time. You have to excuse me, but still should be heading the game a little bit more. But that's okay. We got 2 outs on our hands. Tyson Greenwood's going to take a seat. And in the batter's box, we've got Sully Cress. That's going to be a strike. That one looked like it was right down the middle in the center of the zone. Oh, 2 count early on. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. That one's going to get in there for a ball. 1-2 count. Gallo the pitch. That one a little too high. Even count at 2. That one going to be swung through, and now we've got 3 innings in the books. I think I got it right that time, as the Cavemen defense is going to take the dugout.
And Mr. Brady Gallo getting quite excited out there. I know I can hear him from the press box. I don't know about you, Daniel.
Oh, yeah, I hear him. Brady Gallo, whenever you see him pitch, he's always bringing the electricity anytime he gets a strikeout or puts the inning away. But we're going to take a little break before we bring to you the start of the 4th. Quick little break. I'll be back in around 30 to 60 seconds.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back. We've got a little bit of an 80s vibe playing right now. We've got Jump playing as Gage Bachowski is in the batter's box, leading off the 4th inning for the Mishawaka Cavemen. Going to let that one pass him. It's going to be in the strike zone. 0-1 count early on. We've still got Joe Kinney on the mound. So both Brady Gallo and Joe Kinney still on the mound after starting this game on the mound.
I know, Daniel, we have brought up the network staff quite a few times. So just to reiterate for anyone who's just turning in, we have a few people up here producing, and we also have one cameraman, and we have 3 people taking photos for Mishawaka Network.
Yes, we do. As Gage Bachowski is going to hit a ground out to third base, and it's going to be a quick first out for the Cavemen. Yes, we've got quite the crew out here, a full crew, and that's certainly necessary for a ballpark like this. Kenny, first pitch to Camden Putz. It's going to be a ball. Kenny, the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. 1-1 count. It's going to be a ball. 2-1 count on our hands. And I can see from the best box some crew members communicating, mouthing words, just, making sure the broadcast is nice and tight. Now we got 2-2 count. It's always nice to see our Mishawaka Network crew communicating with each other.
Absolutely. There's been several times our cameraman, Max Dubé, has looked back here and mouths things to me, or he looks at me and starts dancing. He's just been having quite a bit of fun down there.
Nothing wrong with anybody having some fun. We got still a 2-2 count. Camden Putz in the batter's box for the Cavemen. Joe Kinney, the pitch. It's delivered, and Camden Putz makes contact, but looks like that's going to be a ground out, and it will be. He will not get in there safely.
And that brings the Cavemen to 2 outs.
Joe Kinney has put away 2 Cavemen hitters so far. Isaiah Butte. He's got Rihanna as his walk-up song. I admire that. He's going to step into the batter's box and face off against Joe Kinney for the second time of the ball game, I believe. Just going to get in there quickly for a strike. Kinney, the pitch. Looks like it's going to be a ball. As the umpire has a few words with the Cavemen first base coach. Kinney, the pitch. That one also is going to be a ball. We've got a 2-1 count. Isaiah Butte, also a Cavemen football player. And Butte, a beautiful swing, but it's going to find center field and in the center fielder's glove. It's going to send the Cougar infield in the dugout, and they're going to come in as hitters now. Got an announcement of a notable figure in attendance. We're going to keep it here as we advance to the 5th inning. Brady Gallo still on the mound. Still got a 2-1 score. I apologize. Haven't updated you on the score in quite some time. But, yes, we still have a 2-1 score. The Cougars trailing the Cavemen. Man, somebody get the video board on Max Dubé showcasing his dance moves all game long. Getting the party started as well. We got some other fans all around dancing to YMCA. What a showing here. Who says that a high school baseball team can't bring their fans to a pro baseball park and put on a show? New Prairie fans dancing with Cavemen fans. One of the great parts of sports is the fans. And we always love to see the fans having a good time getting along. But now we're going to get back to the action. The beginning of the 5th inning. Your score is still 2-1. The Cavemen leading the Cougars. We've got Bo Kimchek. As that one's going to be popped up, and Cam Putz tried to see if he could get a hand on it. It's going to be too far out of his reach. Brady Gallo takes his craft very seriously as he's going to field that one. Lightly toss it to first, and nice, quick, easy first out. But Brady Gallo and I have called numerous games together. We've announced many broadcasts, and a few times, a majority of the time actually, he's given me rides home, and we've had a ton of conversations. And a lot of the time, it'd be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and he'd be saying, I say, oh, are you going home after this? He'd say, no, I'm going to go throw and work on my pitching, get ready for the season. And he's shown that practice how much it's paid off all season long. Got a 1-0 count. Kimchek ahead right now. It's where he wants to be. And that's another ball. Now, Bo Kimchek, he's got an interesting name. I had to ask the coach twice, actually, what the pronunciation was as that first strike gets in there for a 2-1 count. Kimchek is an interesting spelling, interesting sounding name, but thankfully we got it right. Brady Gallo, that pitch is going to be in there for a ball. 3-1 count.
And that is popped up.
Looks like it was fouled away. Or no, maybe it was fielded. No, it looks like it was fouled away. Maybe, let's see.
Landed in the general admission lawn over with a bunch of boys, and I can see they're having a bunch of fun playing with that ball.
So it was fouled away, not fielded. As this at-bat still has life. A full count now.
Which I will say, this is one of the later games that the Cavemen have played. Has the sun's almost set and it's almost dark over Four Winds Field.
Oh, yeah. The boys now playing under the lights. And it looks like somehow, I'm not sure what I missed, but Dylan Bishop is now in the batter's box. No longer Bo Kimchek. And that one's going to be fielded by the Cavemen center fielder. And we got Tyson Greenwood up to bat. We mentioned a few times already, Tyson Greenwood is a left-handed hitter. And Cam, you yourself, you're left-handed. As this pitch is going to try to bunt, Brady Gallo fields it to first base, and that's going to be a quick out to put away that Cougar offense. And we got that's the result of the top of the 5th inning. Still a 2-1 score. We're going to be back with Cam Stokes' her thoughts on being left-handed. We're going to go quick to a break and be back very shortly.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network here at Four Winds Field. We've got a great game on our hands, very close, 2-1. The K-Men leading the New Prairie Cougars. And looks like Tyler Thompson's going to lead off the bottom of the fifth for the K-Men. While we got a little bit of time, Cam Stokes, how does it feel to be left-handed?
Honestly, Daniel, it feels great. I mean, I'm kind of unique. You don't, like we said earlier, you don't see a lot of left-handed people. And I grew up playing volleyball, and I always know coaches love seeing some left-handed hitters out there. Unfortunately, I am quite short, so I never was a hitter. But I know my peers who were left-handed hitters, they always did very well in the sport. But, yeah, Daniel, how's it feel to be right-handed?
Not that great. I'm just like everybody else. But anyway, we've got a 2-0 count. Joe Kinney is actually going to throw in the first strike of the at-bat. A 2-1 count now in our hands. To my boss, Matt Reno, if you're listening, I already know you're going to say something about that little segment we just had. We got a 3-2 count now, a full count on our hands. Tyler Thompson battling this one out, trying to see if he can get a hit on the board before the end of this fifth inning. And he's going to swing through, and he's going to have to jog back to the dugout empty-handed. We've got our second hitter of the bottom of the fifth for the Cavemen. Number 10, Braden Freitag, the senior baseball player of the Cavemen. He's also a basketball player for the Mishawaka Cavemen. A nice, beautiful hit.
And he is actually also a lefty.
He's also a lefty, yes, and he's going to get in there for a single. A nice little base hit there to short center field. Trey DeBroca, another senior, back-to-back seniors. We've got back-to-back-to-back seniors, actually, I believe. If Tyler Thompson is a senior like I thought, yes, we've got back-to-back seniors in the batter's box. Trey DeBroca, quite the personality. He also takes his craft very seriously. Thought about bunting. That one's going to get in there for a ball. Smart by DeBroca pulling that bat back. And you can hear the dugout. The dugout chants might be one of my favorite parts of baseball. Kenny the pitch, and DeBroca's going to pop that one up, foul the way into the Caveman dugout. A 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. But as I said, the dugout chants and the players saying stuff to the players in the dugout saying things to the players on the field. Sometimes it's like really a game changer because it's an uplifting thing, and sometimes it's just kind of a way to get the pitcher distracted. But that one's going to be foul tipped.
And I believe the catcher was hit by that one.
Looks like it. It's going to be a 1-2 count for Trey DeBroca. Joe Kinney throws it to first. Attempts to get Freitag out, but is unsuccessful.
So, Daniel, we've covered so far how you know Brady Gallo pretty well, but do you know anybody else on the team?
I do. As Trader Broker's going to swing through that one, and he's going to find himself back in the Caveman dugout. He's just like Tyler Thompson is going to be left empty-handed as Sean Nowacki, the junior, is going to step into the batter's box. But, yeah, actually, I know Sean Nowacki, who's here getting ready to participate in his third at-bat of the evening. The first pitch is going to get in there for a ball. I know Sean Nowacki pretty well. Trader Broker, Cooper Pritchett, Gage Spachowski, obviously, as you mentioned, Brady Gallo, Braden Freitag, Will Hartsky. I know a lot of these guys. Known a few of them just this year, very recently, and then some of them for quite some time. But yeah, Cayman baseball team and a program as a whole, a lot of great people involved. That's going to be a beautiful hit. Sean Nowacki is going to get in there, nice little single, and he's going to advance Braden Freitag to second base. Braden Freitag now in scoring position. Cayman are attempting to score their third run of the game. We are still just in the fifth inning. Still 2 left to play after this. And if you're just tuning in, we got a 2-1 score still. A runner on second and first for the Cavemen, as that's going to be a ball. Cooper Pritchett in the batter's box. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. He's in the batter's box here. His third trip, I believe. He's had a fairly good day today. Kenny, this one's going to get in there for a strike, a 1-1 count. Joe Kinney and Brady Gallo have still pitched a complete game up to this point. See if they continue pitch a true complete game. Two, 1 count. And Cooper Pritchett's going to let that one pass him by, but it's going to end up hitting the strike zone. Now we've got 2-2 count, all even. Braden Freitag at second and Sean Nowacki at first, because that's going to be a ball. We've got now a full count. Coop trying to bat in his teammate at second. The pitch, the swing, and that's going to be foul tipped. But this trip to the plate is still alive.
Which, Daniel, I can definitely tell that some of these players out here are getting quite hot, especially the Cavemen after playing those, this being their second game.
That one's going to be fumbled by the second baseman. Braden Freitag is going to come in, and Sean Nowacki is going to reach third base. A great and exciting single for Cooper Pritchett. He's going to get a nice little RBI single there and bat in the Cavemen's third run of the evening. A 3-1 score for you. The Cavemen having it over the New Prairie Cougars as of right now. Still in the bottom of the fifth. A lot of baseball left to play. Kenny's going to throw it to first, but Coop gets back safely. Number 9, Will Hartsky of the Mishawaka Cavemen up to bat. We got 2 outs. Will Hartsky's going to swing through and miss that one for a strike, 0-1 count. And we've got a runner. Cooper Pritchett's going to steal second base. No throw to second or anything. He had that great of a leadoff. Kenny the pitch. Harsky, that one hit high, but short, and it's going to be fielded for the third out of the bottom of the fifth. That's going to put the Caveman offense away, and that's going to put away the fifth inning. 5 innings in the books, and we've got a 3-1 score for you. The Mishawaka Cavemen leading the New Prairie Cougars, and we will be back with the start of the sixth.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, kick slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Hi, I'm Nate Zolman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zolman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zolman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck tire and diesel locations. After all these years, Zolman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. I'm Daniel Phillips alongside Cam Stokes. This is the start of the 6th inning of this contest between the Mishawaka Cavemen and the New Prairie Cougars. Brady Gallo still on the mound as he's going to throw in the ball. Quick 1-0 count. All right, that's going to be another ball. A 2-0 count, and I forgot to mention that we've got Colin Wind. We've reached the bottom of the Cougar lineup. Wind's going to take that pitch, too. We've got a 3-0 count early on. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Brady Gallo deals, and that's going to get in there for a strike, a 3-1 count. And he's going to walk him. After only delivering 1 strike, Colin Wind is going to take first base to start the 6th inning for the Cougars. Now we got Brody Traxler, number 2 for New Prairie, in the batter's box. New Prairie's got a runner on first and no outs. Brady Gallo deals, and that's going to be a strike. Colin Wind, probably the easiest name on this roster. Brady Gallo, that pitch 2 outside. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be a strike in there. Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like that's Brody Traxler. We had Colin Wind on first is what I meant, just in case there was any confusion on that one. But, yes, we've got Brody Traxler in the box right now. Colin Wind is on first. A 1-2 count. That's going to be the 3rd ball. excuse me, looks like the scoreboard is correcting me. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one fouled. Still an even 2-2. Brody Traxler for the New Prairie Cougars. And that's going to be another ball. Now the 3rd ball of the at-bat. Gallo is going to throw another ball, and he's going to walk both Colin Wind and Brody Traxler. Now we've got Reed Robinson, number 15, for the New Prairie Cougars in the batter's box, another lefty. A trait he and his teammate Tyson Greenwood share. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Colin Wind and his teammate from first are going to advance to second and third. That was Brody Traxler.
And we still have Reed Robinson up to bat.
That's right. It looks like they're going to intentionally walk him.
Bringing Jordan Davis up to bat.
A little unclear what I believe that was an intentional walk, but they were halfway through the at bat. Well, despite the wild pitch, so. All right, we've got a new batter in the box with bases loaded. It's going to be a ball, and that's Jordan Davis for New Prairie. Just a little score update. We've got still 3-1. The K-Men leading, 0 outs for New Prairie. That's going to get in there for a strike. A 1-1 even count. A ball. 2-1 count. Jordan Davis ahead in the count by 1. Brady Gallo there gonna talk a little bit with Cam Putz after throwing yet another ball. Putz is gonna give him a pat on the back, a little confidence boost for his pitcher there.
From the press box, you can hear the New Prairie Cougars getting all excited, trying to, one, distract Brady Gallo, but also cheering on their teammate that's at bat.
Yeah, the Cougars doing their best to throw Brady off his game. Brady throws a strike there to make the count full. And he's going to walk yet another batter. And due to the bases loaded, Colin Wind, the first batter walked by Brady Gallo, is going to come in and score a run.
And Brady looks quite upset.
And who can blame him? And that's going to cut the K-Men lead down to 1. The score now 3-2. We've now got Tyson Greenwood in the batter's box, it looks like, for the New Prairie Cougars.
Now running at third base, number 3,
Coach Hemmer having a little discussion with Brady Gallo, trying to get him out of his head. It's very important in a game of baseball, that pitcher-coach relationship. Your coach has to have the ability to come out and talk to you, kind of try to get your head back into the game, boost your confidence despite the rough patch you're going through. So one thing about baseball is it's one of the longer sports it takes to play. There's a lot of time in one ball game.
Absolutely.
So you still gotta make it count though. Brady Gallo is gonna throw another ball to start off this at bat.
And at to bat is New Prairie Cougars Tyson Greenwood.
Another ball, that one high and outside. 2-0 count. We both know Brady Gallo is usually a pretty confident guy. See if that shows here, and he's going to get a piece of that one. Greenwood is. That one's going to be a base hit, and they're going to score one run and another run, and they're going to have the lead. And wow, he's going to keep going. He's going to keep going. Greenwood, 3 RBIs in one swing as the Caveman infield loses control there. A 3 RBI double
And then
for Greenwood right there.
And that brings the score to 5-3 New Prairie.
Just like that, that just shows how a sport like baseball, it can change so fast. What a change of events. In one swing, New Prairie has gone from being down 1 to up 2. And in one inning, they've gone from being down 2 to up 2. Your score is now 5-3. New Prairie leading the Cavemen. Now, again, the Cavemen have been in almost total control for 6 innings. And now the New Prairie Cougars have gone and scored 4 runs. And now it looks like we've got Connor Tidwell. We've got, actually not on our roster. Maybe
we have Sully Kress at bat.
Oh, yeah, I meant the courtesy runner for Greenwood. Not sure who that is, but yes. Sully Kress in the batter's box. And that one's fumbled by Braden Freitag, and he's going to get through for a base hit. And a courtesy runner for Greenwood is going to reach third base. I believe that may be Bo Kimchek, as he is listed as number 1 and number 10 for the Cougars. No, actually, we've got Bo Kimchek at bat right here. So not sure who is courtesy running for Greenwood right now, but he's found himself at third base in prime scoring position. As we mentioned, Bo Kimchek is up here to bat. And we've got Kress there at first. So we've got runners at the corners and Kimchek to bat, as Coach Hemmer is once again having a discussion with Brady Gallo, trying to get his head back in the game. He's given up 4 runs at the top of the 6th. So now, actually, he's going to send Brady Gallo into the dugout. He's got to get his head right, but now Noah Deeds, a sophomore and a good friend of mine, is going to come out to pitch for the Cavemen. And look at that. And some little bit of brighter news. You got Outcast playing. The fans are loving it, those that are sticking around for this ball game.
And it seems that Max is down there loving the song, too.
Hey, man, so am I. This Outcast can never go wrong.
You can never go wrong.
Noah Dees, the sophomore, out there warming up. Ken the Putz. Now, while Noah is warming up, we're going to see if we can take a quick break. 30 seconds, we'll be back. Mishawaka Network. New Prairie Cougars leading the Cavemen by 2 with a score of 5-3.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
And we're back, and Noah D's still warming up. We're having a fun time here. I think all the fans are. I don't think anybody's having a more fun time than Max Dubé down there running your tight camera.
You know what? Max is always having a good time. When Max is around, there's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment, indeed. Now it looks like we're going to get back to the action as Noah D's arm is all nice and warmed up and in sync with Camden Putz, his catcher. Looks like the brother of Brady Hoopengartner, Caveman baseball player, his brother Nick Hoopengartner, a baseball and basketball player for the Cavemen, is in attendance, and he is a Purdue graduate who just graduated in the past couple of weeks. Here to support his younger brother. We got Bo Kimchek in the batter's box for the Cougars. Camden Putz and Noah D sharing a few words. Now all these New Prairie hitters facing Noah D's for the first time today. And I imagine of the season. Noah D's first pitch. It's gonna be a ball. Noah Dees, a sophomore, set a pretty good season. He threw a no-hitter against South Bend Riley a couple weeks ago. A good friend of mine. And he's going to get, Kimchek's going to get a piece of that one. It's going to be fouled away and not caught for the out. He's going to survive a little bit longer. But Noah Dees, although it's tough to see Brady Gall had to take a seat, we saw he was having some issues mentally as far as on the mound. And but Noah Deeds, the sophomore, getting a shot at 4 wins, always nice. Again, he's one of my closer friends. We both share that struggle of Mr. Witt's chemistry class. So Noah Deeds, the pitch, and that one's going to be fumbled. It's a wild pitch. But Camden Putz going to recover that one quickly. Still no outs. And this 4-run scored top of the 6th inning for the Cougars. And that's going to get in there for a ball. 3 balls so far. And it's at bat. We've got a 3-1 count for you. D's the pitch, and that one swung through. Now we've got a full count on our hands. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kimchek needs to make something happen. He's either got to make contact with the ball and get a base hit or get walked here. And he's going to make contact, and it's going to get through. Another runner comes in, and another, as the ball is finally fielded, and Kimchek's going to stay at first. But 6 runs scored in the top of the 6th by the Cougars, extending their lead to 4. A 7-3 ball game. The Cougars leading. So as we mentioned a little bit ago, the Cavemen were in control for 5 innings rather. And now in this 6th inning, just lost all control. 6 runs scored. It's going to be a ball.
Fortunately for the Cavemen, there is still time to come back from it. But
Yeah.
do you think they're going to come back, Daniel?
You know, baseball, just like any sport, you know, you never know. And we've seen stranger things before in the game of baseball. So, you know, obviously as a Caveman fan, I'm going to leave it up to my team to show it, as that one's going to be hit by Bishop and going to be caught for, believe it or not, the first out of the inning. But yes, Cam, I believe that they have an opportunity to come back. And as a fan, I think they will.
And now up to bat, we have Colin Lazowski.
That's right, number 27, Laskowski of New Prairie, facing off against Noah Dees. And Kimchek's going to steal, but he got there as the second baseman is going to lose control of the baseball. That was Sean Nowacki, and he's going to get in there. A stolen base for Bo Kimchek. Colin Laskowski gets a piece of it, and Cooper Pritchett loses the ball, and he's going to get in for a base hit single.
Now batting number 7, Colin Wynn.
Colin Wind. Off the bat, we had Colin Laskowski and now Colin Wind in the batter's box. And the Cougars just tearing it up from the hitting side. Noah D's going to try to get Laskowski out at first, but he's going to come back in safely. Colin Wind, that's going to be foul tip. We now have an 0-1 count. Now, Ken, what about you? Do you think that the Cavemen can come back from this deficit?
I think that with some hard work, the Cavemen can definitely come back. But if they don't lock in and put in as much hard work as we saw in the first couple innings, unfortunately, they might not be able to bounce back from that. But there's definitely time, and they definitely can if they really work on it.
And Bo Kimchek's going to come in and steal home. He's going to score yet another run for New Prairie, extending their lead to 5. Got an 8-3 ball game on our hands. And I think New Prairie is a prime example of a team being able to come back. It just takes one inning where you're just hot. As this one's going to be floated up to center and fielded. Colin's going to tag up. And he's going to get there. Laskowski finds himself at third base.
Now batting number 2, Brody Traxler.
Brody Traxler, number 2 for New Prairie. Now batting. These deals, and he deals a strike. That's going to be another strike. Back-to-back strikes, an 0-2 count. Traxler trying to keep this streak going. Deeds gets a piece of it. That's going to go to Sean Nowacki, and it pops off his glove. And it's going to be a base hit. It's going to be a base hit there for Traxler, despite the 0-2 count and the perfect opportunity for a ground out.
And unfortunately, New Prairie got another run.
Yes, Laskowski came in on that nice sneaky RBI single. A 9-3 score for you.
But back at bat, we have Reed Robinson.
Deeds deals a strike. An early 0-1 count. That one's going to exit the ballpark. Almost actually going to slide in there and get stuck on the Four Winds field sign. A foul ball. No 0-2 count. And that one's going to be popped up. And that's it. A long inning filled with 8 runs scored by New Prairie Cougars now ends. And believe it or not, we still got another half of the 6th inning to go. A massacre in that top of the 6th. Your score once again is 9-3, and we've got the Cavemen coming up. I don't know about you, Kim, but I feel like I need a break after calling all those runs.
Absolutely.
We will be back with the Mishawaka Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to Four Winds Field, South Bend, Indiana. We've got the Cavemen finally up to bat. Got Gage Spychowski, number 26, the junior. He's going to get in there for a strike. And he's going to get a piece of it, and it's going to get down a hit, a base hit for Gage Spychowski despite the 0-2 count. Gets the Caveman on base. And now we've got Camden Putz, the catcher, that just put a lot of catching in. Out to bat. And that one's going to be thrown to first. And they're going to get Gage Spychowski out, it looks like. He's going to have to go back to the dugout despite that nice single. So now 0 Cavemen on base. The Cavemen, I hate to say it, but somewhat kind of falling apart here. defensively and offensively, looks like early on. But I don't want to jinx them. Maybe they can get something started here. Just one out. One 0 count. A 2-0 count now. And he's going to get in there for a strike. Now a 2-1 count. And that's going to get in there for another strike, even at 2. A 2-2 count. Camden Putz doesn't have much to work with here. He's got to be disciplined. Kenny deals, and he puts a nice swing on it, and it's going to be bobbled, and he's going to get there. He's going to get in at first base for a single. So now we've got a Cayman on base with 1 out. And Drew Ginter is going to courtesy run for Camden Putz. Once again, we have 1 out. Your score is still 9-3 rather. The Northridge Cougars leading the Cavemen.
You know, Daniel, as I had earlier said, like, this is definitely one of the later games for the Cavemen. I don't know about you, but I could definitely use a coffee right now.
I don't know about a coffee, but I am getting a little tired myself. I throw to first, but Drew Ginter gets back safely, and now a strike thrown to Isaiah Butte, who's entered the batter's box. We've got an 0-1 count. Isaiah Butte is going to foul that one away. Kenny's going to throw to first, and he's not going to get Ginter out as he gets back in safely at first. Isaiah Butte facing an 0-2 count. Got to be careful, and that's a ball.
Daniel, you know quite a bit more about mercy rules than I do, but we were just talking about how in the press box, that now if the Cougars get another run, mercy rules kick in?
Actually, I believe it's leading by 10. If a team leads by 10 before, I believe it's before the other team scores 4, I'm not sure, or maybe just leading by 10 in general, then the game is called. That is the mercy rule. So they still got a few more runs to score before we start talking about that and the game wraps up. Hopefully, for the Cavemen's sake, it does not get to that point. They can finish out the game. Isaiah Butte gets a piece of it. That looks like it's fouled away and not caught. The at-bat is still alive. Isaiah Butte knows he has to make something happen for his team. A 1-2 count. He's got Drew Ginter courtesy running for Cam Putz on first. Speaking of which, Kenny a throw to first, and he's not going to catch Ginter. Kenny the pitch to Butte. Butte gets a piece of it. It's popped up and caught. And that's 2 outs for the Cavemen.
Now batting number 11, Tyler Thomas.
Tyler Thomas, number 11, the senior for the Mishawaka Cavemen in the batter's box. He takes a step in, facing Kenny of New Prairie. Kenny deals, and that's going to be a ball. pitch. And that's going to be a strike. A 1-1 count. Joe Kinney has pitched all 6 innings. And that one's going to get in there for a strike as well. A 1-2 count. Now Tyler Thompson, Trader Broca, Brady Gallo, and I believe Cooper Pritchett, maybe some others as well. Kind of did a little different thing, took a different approach to their senior banners as that one's fouled away. They did album covers, which I thought was an amazing idea. It turned out really cool. Looks like Max Dubé, one of our own, catches a foul ball. He's got a souvenir. No, we're not letting him give that one back. That's his. But what a nice little victory for one of our Cavemen. Maybe not a Caveman baseball player, but he's got himself a foul ball. Look at that.
And when Max caught it, everyone cheered. Looks like everybody's just looking out for Max tonight.
Yeah, man. And why not? He's been getting the party started all night long.
Absolutely.
Joe Kenny, the pitch, and Tyler Thompson gets a piece of it. It's fumbled. Will he get there safely? No, he will not. And the Cavemen will get sent to the dugout. Their defense will take the field shortly. We're going to take a break and be back with this Cougar Cavemen matchup. Your score is 9-3, and we will see the Cougar offense with the start of the 7th inning.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network. I'm Daniel Phillips alongside Cam Stokes. If you're just tuning in, man, you missed a lot. Yeah, the Cavemen leading the Cougars by with a score of 2-3 for a good amount of the time. They were leading the Cougars up into the 6th inning, where the Cougars scored 8 runs in the top of the 6th, and then the Cavemen were left scoreless in the bottom of the 6th, and now we've got that hot Cougar offense back up to hit. Let's see if they can continue what they put on last inning. And how many runs they score, and if they score, how many runs they score determines whether this game will be over at the top of the 7th or not. Noah Deeds, the sophomore, still on the mound, deals a ball. That one's up. This Jordan Davis in the box, I believe. And it's going to be caught for an out. A quick out for the Cavemen. Noah Dees is now facing off against number 24 for New Prairie.
And that is Tyson Greenwood.
And his first pitch is going to be fouled away. Noah Dees with kind of a unique number, 46. It's a little different, but I feel like it fits him.
Which actually looks like number 49, Troy Hayes, was running after that foul ball.
Troy Hayes not getting any playing time right now due to a wrist injury. Greenwood Gets a piece of it, and he's going to get through. He's going to get a double out of that hit. A nice textbook swing. Oh, looks like.
And it actually looks like that hit fell into the lawn and will be fouled.
My apologies. I don't have the greatest angle, but that was a foul ball. As my co-announcer, Cam Stokes, just said. So this at-bat will continue. He's got to run all the way from second base, now back to home plate, where he's going to continue this at-bat. Noah D's going to throw a ball there.
And that brings the count 1-2.
Greenwood's going to get a piece of it. That one high and caught by the left fielder. 2 outs. 0 Cougars on base. Now we got Kress. He's going to take a step in the batter's box. See what he can do. Deed's first pitch, a ball. He's going to get a piece of it. Falls out of Noah Deed's glove, but still fielded to first for the 3rd out. And that's going to do it for the top of the 7th inning. It's going to bring us to the bottom of the 7th. The score is still 9-3. The Cougars leading the Cavemen. We're going to take a quick break and come back in a few moments with the bottom of the 7th and perhaps the remainder of the game.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winek with Winek Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide with it now, slide. Bring it up now, bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winekfamilyortho.com.
Hi, I'm Nate Zolman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zolman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zolman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zolman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network, where we got for you the bottom of the 7th inning of this contest. That's been all over the place, but now seems as if the Cougars have control of this one. Can the Cavemen come back? Their leadoff hitter, the bottom of the 7th, is Braden Freitag. Joe Kenny still on the mound. That one a ball. 1-0 count. A strike. Joe Kenny gets one in there. Joe Kenny picks his pitch. Delivers. And Freitag put a swing on it. That one's going to find the seats. Not sure who's going to come up with that one. Landed in an empty row. Kenny the pitch. Fry tag straight to the shortstop. Will he get through? No. The throw. And he's out. And now Trader Broca, excuse me. The senior, number 3 for the Cavemen. He now enters the batter's box. Kenny the pitch. That's a strike. And for those of you that are still watching, we appreciate you very, very much. You guys are the reason we continue to do this job and try to do so efficiently, as that one's going to be in there for a strike.
Looks like this live stream has been going on for about 2 hours and 30 minutes now. So people who have stayed for this whole game are pretty devoted.
Yeah, that's a strikeout there. 2 outs already. And for those of you that are still watching, once again, thank you very much. You're definitely a trooper. And also, the wait to finally turn off your device may be ending shortly. So we got Sean Nowacki out to bat. That one going to get in there for a ball. Kenny getting his pitch ready. Wind up, delivery. That one also going to be a ball. And if any Caveman baseball players are watching this back for film, kudos to you guys. Despite the income, or what the income might be based on the situation right now, you guys played your hearts out, and on a very bright and big stage. Nothing to put your head downs about.
Absolutely, Daniel.
A 3-0 count. Cam, I don't know about you, but I am getting a little tired. I'm mixing up my words and everything, but that will happen when you're providing commentary for 2.5 hours. That one's going to get in there for a strike, a 3-1 count.
I will never forget the first time I did commentary with my coworker, Vanna Saylor. We ended up being on stream for about 3.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That was a rough, that was a rough stream.
Cooper Pritchett is going to step into the batter's box as Sean Nowacki was just walked by Joe Kenny. He's going to take first base. But yes, you guys did cover the Caveman Classic. I actually helped a little bit. I wasn't talking the whole time, but I was providing interviews with the winners of each event. That was a fun but long and somewhat grueling broadcast. But we got it done. I think we did a good job. You guys, for your first time on air, did a great job. This is only your 3rd time, and you're also doing a great job.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
Cooper Pritchett. That's going to get in there for a strike. And an 0-1 count. Joe Kenny, he wants to put this one away and board the bus, but it's going to get through. He's going to have to wait. A base hit for Cooper Pritchett. And Sean Nowacki's going to find second. Now Will Harsky, the junior, is going to step into the batter's box. Harsky at the plate, looking to make something happen. He's got a runner in scoring position, and one at first. Kenny deals, and that's a strike. And he's going to get a piece of it. It's going to be popped up. And that's going to do it. The dugouts are going to empty, and they're going to shake hands. New Prairie Cougars come back from a deficit, and they're going to beat the Cavemen 9-3 in a late night, but still fun game, I would say. Obviously, as a Cavemen fan, I'm not super happy right now, and I know the players are feeling even worse. But they played a pretty good game.
Yeah, Daniel. And we'd like to thank the South Bend Cubs actually hosting us, not just the baseball team, but also Mishawaka Network, and giving us an opportunity to broadcast from a professional stadium.
And also, once again, thank you to your viewers. You guys are, again, the reason we keep doing this, and the reason we want to keep improving and providing better and better broadcasts for you. Although this may be our last sports broadcast of the year, we will be back with Caveman football and volleyball. Kudos to both New Prairie and Mishawaka for playing on a bright stage like this and playing to the best of their ability. But I think that's going to wrap it up. Cam, thank you for doing this with me. It was a joy and a pleasure. So we'll be back next season, hopefully the same broadcasting duo.
Hopefully.
We'll see you next time. Daniel Phillips and Cam Stokes from the Mishawaka Network, thank you to our crew and our viewers. And once again to the South Bend Cubs